Since we about to eat, I guess I gotta walk off. Ice cream that Kristen gave me. So I don't know if I should have had that, but yeah, my sugars was okay. Just not gonna have them all the time. I did some little martial arts move. Here, I was like here. Yes, girl. So we gonna take the stairs up. The stairs upstairs. We gonna take the stairs up. All this greenery is so beautiful. Y'all, I literally cannot wait to come here with Marcello. Y'all already know. It kind of reminds me down here of a place we loved. Oh, you can't go in that way. Really? I thought you could. When we get home, Lord's willing. But I love how they got this set up. I'm excited about visiting other Westgates now. This one's one of the best ones here in Orlando. That security guard, low key, reminds me of my brother-in-law. It's just like him. Girl, look at these stairs. We gotta climb all these stairs. The little kids running up there, girl. I wouldn't dare. We finna walk. Get out. That sounds good. Oh Lord, he running. Everybody running but me. We actually taking this one step at a time. Cap's already burning. Well, I got this one lock. My locks are all I actually got to retwist my locks because we got a candle vigil for my cousin tomorrow. Oh, girl. I almost made it. Look, almost to the top. But I'm out of breath right here. We gonna make it. I got this. Well, we got a candlelight vigil for my cousin tomorrow. Dang, I really want to make a hand-painted t-shirt. He loved my art of him, though. I did one before, and I got myself recorded doing it. Oh, okay, we up here. We in here. Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? For my cousin passed, he was telling me, he said, you know, Keita, I always loved your rap. I'm like, what? I said, you don't even have to say that. You don't have to say that. He was like, no, I'm for real. I always loved your rap. Because at the time I was rapping, Nicki Minaj had just came out, but kind of like with the big hair, the wild hairstyle, the different colored hair. I literally, in my heart of hearts, know that she got that from me. I'm telling you, I know you think I'm crazy, but I was at a Drake concert, and him, not him, but his people that was with him came down to me in the crowd. It was like, oh my gosh, you are a real Drake fan. That's a real Drake fan. And I had that different color hair in my head. And he said, can I take a picture? And I think he wanted to go take it up to, you know, let Drake see it. And I'm telling you, right after that, I was at work. I worked overnight at the Super Center. I used to love to go and see the hair magazines to look at the new. Everybody going to bed. Your phone gonna overheat, Money. Money, your phone gonna overheat. I missed the bucket. But I'm sorry. So like I was saying, that I worked at a Super Center, and I used to love to go check out the latest hair magazines and stuff. I'm a cosmetologist, and I'm a graphic designer, and I'm an artist. So I was doing a lot of hair heavily, like wild hair, and I would like to look at the hair magazines for inspiration. But then I also used to love to check out the movie, the DVD cases, and the CD cases at that time. in the magazines because I just always loved design. And I did always think one day I was going to be designing CD covers, which when I was rapping, I didn't have the money for CD covers and promotional flyers and stuff like that. But now it's so crazy I can design all that stuff myself. But of course you don't have CDs that are prevalent anymore. But I seen that magazine. I actually got that pictures of it, and every single Nicki Minaj like wig she had, I had one just like it. And I was already doing that, wearing full green wigs before anybody else. I was going to music conferences, and it was major people like in the music industry. Now we know that allegedly they take people's music, they allegedly take their styles, allegedly they'll have a female rapper and their persona, and then they'll give the whole persona to another female rapper, which is crazy. So I really do think I'm the influence of that girl, which I know y'all probably think she's too big and I'm too small for that to be the truth. But baby, I'm telling you the timeline, and I actually got the proof on my Facebook that Nicki Minaj used to only wear that black thong. That was until Drake showed her my style, allegedly. Okay, so, but I couldn't figure out, and I knew I could rap, like for real. I was on point, I was cute, I had the package, I was different, I was wild. And then of course when Nicki Minaj started doing that, instead of people, because people used to be like, oh, that's Cadillac, that's Cadillac. But then once Nicki Minaj came out, everybody was like, oh, Nicki, like I was a Nicki fan. And I never really liked Nicki Minaj music. Like I heard some of her underground stuff, and I thought that was a lot better because she was really talking about real topics. Now I did not like her music because I feel like she was influencing little girls, which I had a little girl at that time, was influencing them to do, was influencing them to, you know, do things that they shouldn't even be exposed to at that age, honestly. And I didn't like it. And it was like the more I tried to shield my daughter from her music, the more she knew and loved her music. Now, I loved Nicki Minaj. I mean, love. See, there's a lazy river there. Loved Nicki Minaj. And I'd be like, it was almost like I was in competition, which was crazy. Because I would be rapping my heart out, and he would be like, oh yeah, that's all right, but did you hear Nicki Minaj this, and that? And I'm like, Nicki Minaj, come on now, whatever. And it was like, no matter how good I rap, he would always almost make me feel like, yeah, but that ain't nothing like Nicki Minaj. So I ended up being like, whatever, that's just because you don't like my rap, you don't like my, you know. And oh, I didn't know it has turf up here. That's cool. That is so cool. So I was like, you know what, whatever, you just don't like my rap. But what's so crazy, if I made it, I was gonna take care of you and everybody. Like I literally was gonna be the one to get everybody up and on their feet. That is what I wanted to do. I wanted Project Reach the World. I wanted to help single mothers. I wanted to help all my family that's struggling. And I'm like, you would rather support Nicki Minaj? Like, for real? When I'm here, if Nicki Minaj did beat you, she probably wouldn't even give you a darn quarter if you asked for it. Simply because, you know, I kind of like her vibe now. I don't like her music. I don't even know what music she make. I ain't even gonna say that I don't like her music now, because maybe she's older and makes different music. But I do know more about the industry, and I know they have to make what you tell them, what they're told to do. They cannot just go out on a limb. Like, say she wanted a project Reach the World, like allegedly, like I'm doing. She can't talk about that stuff. She cannot. Just like when she was trying to be bold and talk out about the stuff in 2020 and what allegedly we were being forced to do. And she was being, basically, they messed with her career because of it. and basically being made to like, you better be quiet, girl, almost. But some of the things that she was standing on, I actually do believe in. So I don't know, maybe she's just stuck where she can't make the music she wants to. And then maybe I don't know. I really don't know enough about her now. I'm just telling you about her back then. I did not like her music like that at all. And people thought and boiled it down to, you're just jealous. And I'm like, I'm not jealous. Like, literally, I was just as cute. I just didn't show my body like that. And so when my friend, I took that morning, I seen that magazine, I said, what is this? And my friend was like, that's you, Keita, with some boobs. Because I didn't keep my boobs out like that. She was like, that's you with some boobs, Keita. And I'm like, how did she have my stuff? I literally felt like my identity was stolen. But I do, and then the beef with Lil Kim, because I as well knew that Lil Kim did the whole wig thing for that video. I know you see me on the video, but true. I know you heard me on the radio, true. But you still don't pay me no attention. Listening to what your girlfriends mention. He's a, got a different guy a week. I want to crush on you. I want to let you know that I got a crush on you. Hey, you who be dressed with the bra all see-through, something like that. You think I'm a cheat you? Something. The only one thing I want to do is, girl, it's been so long since I heard these songs, so I don't remember the lyrics. But even with Little Kim, I would not listen to her whole stuff. I only like the stuff that was edited for radio. I did not like all of that stuff. So I wasn't the biggest Little Kim fan either, to be honest. Even though I love Little Kim and I love female rappers, but But I got long-winded and off track. I said all that to say that he literally told me, he was like, I always loved your rap. I really did. So I knew he was pulling by my finger, like almost like gaslighting me. So I'll try harder and try harder. And he'd be like, yeah, but that Nicki verse, you got the key to that Nicki verse. And for him to say that, and I was like, no, you don't have to say that. You don't even, I'm like, I'm over it. I understand I was not that, right? And he was like, no, I always loved your rap. Yeah. Right. Crazy. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go and see what the family up the Lazy River. My sister ended up, well, I don't know if you've seen her. She had a Band-Aid while we've been vlogging. She has seizures, but she technically was healed, right? Because I'm going to say that's healing, because she went from having so many seizures a month to having them sporadically with several months in between. Like the last one she had may have been 4 or 5 months ago, but she had one right before she came with us, and right before my cousin passed too. And I felt so bad because I had went to visitation. Y'all know I caregive and I spent a lot of time with her and stuff like that. And I went to visitation and we were on our way home from visitation. Of course, she was at home with other family members, but I don't know. I feel like I watch her. Like I watch her. Like even if I'm looking at you, I'm looking at her out the side of my eye. I'm looking at every mannerism. And I don't know if people catch what I catch, because I grew up with her having these grand mal seizures since she was 3, and I am 9 years older than her. So I was 12, and I helped raise my little sisters, and I was the one every time she had a seizure in school, I had to run and go get her. My mom, she barely was gonna lose her job, so I had to drop what I was doing, because when she would have a seizure, they wouldn't let her stay in school. It was so rough. It was so rough. But to see her actually, like, I really for a long time thought she was not ever gonna have another seizure in her life, and then she had a seizure. And it kind of make you think, oh, there I go thinking she was healed. Just like with my cousin, he had his kidney transplant, and I literally thought he was healed. We were celebrating, we were praising, and I was talking to him about the Lord and how, this gonna be your new life. He does have a new life now, but it's not here. And he was talking about turning towards the Lord and all kinds of stuff. But I just didn't know he wouldn't be in this earthly form anymore. Yeah. Here come my sister now. She ain't, and she need to be careful. She up there looking for me. Kristen! 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 Let me go get her, y'all. But yeah, she had failed and hurt herself, and I felt like because I was one right there with her that it happened, and I take all in guilt. But then I start saying, God can watch her better than I can ever watch her. Yes. Why are you getting up looking for me? Alright guys, I will talk to you later. Your girl can laugh.